Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for the invite, Drunk Sports. Thank you so much for inviting me to the show.
No doubt, appreciate it, man. Let me.
Yeah. Aquí
Bueno,
estamos
saluda a mi gente de ese que se me olvida, no tienen que apuntarlo.
en el Trunk Sports Zone. Aquí estamos con el próximo campeón.
Oye, estos son la gente que son, más nada.
Así mismo. A ver.
From on the card. There's some prelims and some other shit going on. We don't really have the time to get into it. I want to get you this last question before you go. Uh, we heard recently Barrios Ryan Garcia fight finally announced, right? The welterweight division, in my opinion, is starting to have a little bit of life in it after, the guys who held it down for a decade plus and like Thurman, Porter, Garcia, Arrow, Bud. We know the names. You know what I'm saying? The new players are different guys. They're guys like Stan Jonas, even though he lost to Boots, Connor Ben, Curio, Polanco, Liam Paro, guys like this, Santillan, can't forget Brian Norman Jr. Shout out to Senior, hold your head, brother. But the champs, they're Barrios. They're Barrios. Ryan has a chance to get that strap from Barrios. Lewis Crocker, Rowley, and Devin Haney, right? I'm a Dev guy. You know that. I've always been a Dev supporter. You know what I'm saying? I never jumped off that train. It was a little bit difficult for me when they fought Norman because we had Norman on the show. Norman Senior, really
I don't know
good
why
guy.
that was difficult for you.
I mean, in terms of rooting wise,
Yeah.
I know who's gonna win, but I root for Dev. But I got to know Brian Norman Senior a little bit. I still talk to him a little bit here and there in a text, real quick. He's a really nice guy. So, I was like, damn, I fuck with Dev, but I like Brian Norman a lot. I got love for them, so it was, whatever. But like I said, I'm a Dev guy. Dev to me is the best in that division. We got the Ryan Barrios. He's busy. What I'm trying to ask you is who's next for Dev because Ryan and Barrios they're busy, right? Rolly basically says he wants no part of Dev, and he's been saying that shit for a long time. PBC got him in some protection program. They don't want nobody to go in there and snatch the belt. Same thing with Lewis Crocker. Eddie Hearn would probably want like a 3-fight deal with Dev. He even think about that fight because he doesn't want Dev to stroll into matchroom and snatch that belt and leave. We know Eddie's a former promoter of Dev, you know what I'm saying? But they have a little bit of friction now. I thought they were a good match, but Devin, Bill, they move like Canelo, you know what I'm saying? I sign here, I'll grab this here, I'll grab that there. They not being held down or locked into no bullshit. That's good, but it's also bad in terms of them getting fights, you know what I'm saying? Especially in this climate. If you're Devin Haney, what's the play right now, 47?
Unifications. It forces somebody's hand, right?
Yeah.
And if that don't work, then I'll just take the Mando, right? Now,
Who's his Mando? Let me look that up. Yeah, let me find out who his Mando is.
if I took a wild guess, I would just say Puello, but I could be totally wrong.
I think you might be right. At 47, right? 54. 47, his Mando is 47. His man Jack Catterall.
Jack Catterall.
Yeah, okay.
No, listen, so nobody wants to see that fight.
Yeah.
Right? However, Catterall's coming off a win over Rougarou, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to see that fight.
Nobody want to see that shit at all. That shit is boring as fuck.
Now, Dev's got all the chips because 140 can't move without him. All those guys can pretend to fight each other in competitive fights, but the reality is Devin is the marquee. Devin is the former, undisputed champion. Devin is, what is he working on? These 3 divisions now? Yeah. 3 division champion. Come on, man. Devin is the guy. Devin is the guy in the division. So everybody gotta, and so this is where the complex nature of where we're at, stall him out, Debo. We don't know how long it's gonna take unless you, like you alluded to, unless he signs to a 3-fight deal. We don't know how long it's gonna take for somebody to step up and get a unification. But that's the route to me. Unifications, mandatory title defense. No extra shit. We seen where that got him. goofy ass boxing shoes in a fucking no contest. Don't go that route no more.
If you know, obviously the Ryan Garcia Barrios. It feels like they're lining up Ryan to beat Barrios. It's a little weird because I don't even know. I heard like he's training with his father again. It's weird, but if Ryan beats Barrios, I'm pretty sure all the money makers and the matchmakers and the suits want that fight. It sets up a huge fight with Dev. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Devin grab another strap in the meantime. But yeah, 147. There's some names, but it's not as hot as it once was. But yeah, shout out to them, man. I'm about unification. I want to see who's the guy at that weight class. All that other shit is just nonsense. You know what I'm saying?